So you want to be a CEO? You want to be the one, right? If you want to be a CEO, you have to be willing to accept challenges, enemies, obstacles. Those are the three. There's more, but those are three that you definitely have to accept. You see, for most people, they look at successful people and they refuse to acknowledge the fact that those people, those successful people, willing to accept challenges, enemies, and obstacles for whatever the purpose was, whatever they were driven for, along the way between where they are and where they wanted to be, they faced challenges, enemies, and obstacles. And those people who are willing to go through those things are the ones that we read about in magazines. There's documentaries made about them. And for most people, they're not willing to do those things. But they want what those people have, but they don't want to do those things. CEOs face C challenges, E enemies, and O obstacles. And they do it every single day in, day out. If they're sick, if they're tired, the employees are mad at them, their suppliers are mad at them, they have to keep going and going and going. You see, it takes a certain level of mental strength to be willing to face things every single day. And that's, look, it's not for everybody. Not everyone is battle tested or wants to be in battle. But if you're going to go into business, there's going to be some times you're going to have amazing seasons where there's peace in the land. Everyone's happy. People are making money. It's great. Everything's great. There's no problems. But then there are going to be some other times where it's not so great. We're going to have to deal with some things. Got to let some people go. Got to let some new partnerships form. And some people aren't willing to do that. And so there's a reason why so few have so much. It's not just that they're smarter. Don't get me wrong. There's a lot of smart business people in the world. But it's also because some people have mentally made their choice that they're going to succeed not just because of, but in spite of. You see, it's kind of like love. I'll give you an example. It's easy to love someone because of, like, I love her. She has such beautiful hair. She has such gorgeous teeth, or whatever that is, right? We do that. But can you love her in spite of the fact she no longer has that long, flowing, beautiful hair? Maybe the teeth aren't quite as white as they used to be. You see, when you get into something only because of, you're probably going to get out of it. You need to get into something because of and stay in spite of. Whatever comes your way, you're going to stay in spite of. Why? Because you committed to that thing and you now have to commit to the commitment. And people who are business owners, those CEOs, those C-suite executives, they have the ability to make a choice, and no matter what comes their way, they're going to fight for that choice. They're willing to face their challenges, their enemies, and their obstacles because they know on the other side is another season. Where are you? What things have you not followed through on because you weren't willing to accept the things that came with it? The money's great. It's going to come with some challenges. The business is great. You might have some enemies. The opportunity you have is great. There's going to be some obstacles. And to not be willing to understand and embrace those things is not very mature. In order to get to where you want to go, you got to go through some stuff. If you're unwilling to go through some stuff, you got to be just willing to stay where you are. But if you're willing to grow through some stuff and accept the challenges, deal with the enemies, and overcome the obstacles, you can make it. But until you're willing to do that, you won't. And that's why so few have so much and so many have so little. Choose your path and choose wisely.